So before I get into this segment, let me point out something that I'm sure our keen-eyed viewers have already kind of zeroed in on. I'm not in my usual studio this week. I am actually recording at a hotel in Las Vegas. I am here for a week-long legal conference. So for the next week, unfortunately, videos are going to look a little worse than usual because this is the best I got. It's not ideal, but you can still get the content right. It doesn't matter what I look like. But anyway, having said that, both here and Ring of Fire all week, gonna look a little different because I'm having to film on location and I don't have my good equipment. I had to bring the backup. So, it is what it is. Nevertheless, Marjorie Taylor Greene is insane. So that's always a good way to start things, right? But she is, in my opinion. Well, a couple days ago, I talked about the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene, in the wake of Hurricane Helene, after the death toll surpassed 200, Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, got on social media and said that they are controlling the weather. And anybody who doesn't think so is crazy. So if you don't buy into her crazy conspiracy theory, you're actually the one who's crazy. Well, after getting significant backlash from that, Marjorie Taylor Greene decided for some reason she was just going to double down on it. So she now has incorporated her weather manipulation conspiracy with her space lasers conspiracy. So the other day on social media, after she got all this backlash, she posted a clip from CBS News from 2013 that talked about the government trying to seed clouds using lasers, a method that, by the way, did not work. But anyway, this news clip from 2013, Marjorie Taylor Greene suggested was somehow proof that the government is using space lasers to control our weather. She said, CBS 9 years ago talked about lasers controlling the weather. 9 years ago. Now let's do the quick math on that. Again, this was a clip from 2013. It's 2024. That's not 9, that's 11, okay? Math isn't her strong suit, apparently, but we're not going to hold that against her. It's one thing to just be ignorant, but it's another thing entirely to be crazy. And again, in my opinion, that's what she is. That's what we're dealing with her. She got all this backlash, launching this conspiracy of weather manipulation and, they control it. And now she's trying to find proof. She's trying to back up her crazy assertions. And in doing so, combined her two worst conspiracy theories, right? The space lasers starting the fires, and now the space lasers, they're not just starting fires, they can control the rain. And if that's the case, why didn't they use the space lasers to make rain to put out the fires that the space lasers caused? Right? I mean, if we're going to go full conspiracy, we've really got to dig in there and find out why nothing makes any sense, right, Marge? But you don't care about that. You don't care about the fact that we have a massive hurricane that is about to devastate the state of Florida. Hurricane Milton. People are in need. Through Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, people are in desperate need. And the federal government has done a phenomenal job in its response here. And they're going to have to step it up in the days to come as well. I mean, it's for months to come. These communities are going to be forgotten about. And that's the worst part of all of this. But instead of trying to do something to help, passing more funding for FEMA, Marjorie Taylor Greene is out there spreading more and more conspiracy theories. And just to kind of double back on something I just said, these communities will be forgotten about. I've been through massive hurricanes. I have been through devastation, trapped in a house because you couldn't leave because all the trees were down for days, not having electricity for a month after Hurricane Ivan, and everybody forgot about it after 2 or 3 days after it hit. We lived with that devastation for over a year before things even started to get back to normal. So I know what a lot of these communities are going through. I've been through it many times in my life living on the Florida Gulf Coast. But I've never been through the level of devastation that these other areas have. But I also, at the time, didn't have to deal with nut job conspiracy theorists sitting in the House of Representatives telling us that these massive weather catastrophes are not caused by climate change. Oh no, they're caused by space lasers. That is what we get from our Republican Congress.